Hey guys, Foxdrop here with another live game commentary from my Unranked to Diamond series. Don't forget, if you do like these videos, don't forget to give a thumbs up, because I do judge the interest of these different champions that I feature by the reactions that I see in that like bar and in the comments. So, let me know what you think of the champion. The Kha'Zix, very interesting one here, and of course, as always, you can suggest different champions in the comments section as well. Kha'Zix, that's who we're playing today. He is an interesting champion, like I just said, and in Season 5 really not been all that hot. I know that is almost strange to think of. If you go back a year or so, Kha'Zix was really one of the premier junglers, but right now in this season he's never really found his footing. Honestly, been a bit underrated, but not, you know, nothing top tier, I would say. But anyway, in this Unranked to Diamond series, guys, we're closing in on the end of it. We are mid-platinum right now. I'm going to teach you how to gain some elo. We're going to teach you how to deal with the trolls and the rages. We're going to teach you how to be a good teammate, how to learn specific champions, specific roles, and like I said, do give me your suggestions in those comments. And of course, we're going to try and have some fun while we're at it. I will be streaming some of these later, so go follow me on twitch.tv/Foxdrop. But anyway, right now, Kha'Zix jungle, we're starting at the bot side here on the cruise. The reason why we're starting on the cruise is because this is the side where our bot lane is going to be able to give us the most help. We're just going to get a nice decent leash, not can't speak English, nice decent leash, and we're going to head over to the red buff and take these away. Whenever you're playing Kha'Zix, he has a unique interaction as a champion because he has something called isolation, which works with his Q. Essentially, your Q does more damage if the target is on their own. So whenever you are fighting a jungle camp, you want to make sure to kill the minis first and then focus the big one down on its own. The reason for that, of course, is because your Q does more damage if the target is isolated, like I just explained. If you do have smite, sometimes it's still better to nuke down the big one because that smite nuke is pretty impressive, but more often than not, just focus down the minis. Of course, when you're on the chicken camp, you want to focus down the minis at all times anyway, because the mini chickens are so bloody strong. You just want to get them down before they can kill you. Right, so I'm level 3 now, pretty standard stuff here. And I do want to go and take the scuttle crab, because I did use both my potions, so I'd like some extra gold here. But I am a little bit afraid. That wasn't even close to being a word. I'm a little bit afraid of the enemy's jungler, Vi. She is probably going to be a bit healthy if she comes to me here, so I need to be a bit careful. However, this looks like it could be a good situation for a gank. They are so pushed up in this bot lane. I'm just going to go for something here. Caitlyn is completely out of position. Managed to blow her flash. I really should have gone for the Nami here, which is kind of bad actually. I think that Caitlyn's flash was going to be blown anyway, so if I just got on the Nami, chances are she wouldn't have got away from me. That was a successful gank, but honestly, I think I could have done more there. I really don't think I played that gank as well as I could have done. But anyway, it's, you know, we get the flash, we put some pressure on, it's all good, and I'm going to go up to the top side jungle and start taking this away as well. What I think I should have done here, guys, is I think I should have just gone for the Nami, because she's not really got anywhere to run, and if she does run away from me, all she's going to do is flash, and I can chase after her with the flash. Going for the Caitlyn, I should have walked. If I did want to go for the Caitlyn, I should have gone around for her through the tribush right here, so I should have gone around this way here. That would have been the better way to go, because then I wouldn't have had to use my gap closer to initiate the gank, which means that I could have just ran up to her, started attacking her, and then when she flashed away, I could have flashed after her and then used my gap closer to chase her down and kill her. So that probably would have been the best option for me there. But it's alright, you know, we don't want to read too much into it because, well, she did blow a flash at the end of the day, so that's somewhat successful regardless. Anivia blows a reg, Talon gets away on 0 health. And I'm looking at the top lane there, seeing whether or not there's going to be anything going. I am very hesitant to gank Heimerdinger because his turrets are pretty formidable as far as cock blocking any gank goes, so I do need to be careful of that. If I jump in, I'm probably just going to be in a really sour position where the towers destroy me, especially post 6 where he just puts down a huge tower. I'm not too sure if I can do something there. However, Tom is not really low, so you know he can still help me, which may change the tides in the gank. We'll see. However, having said that, Tom isn't really a character who needs helping the lane. He'll just do his own thing. He's tanky, whatever. I'm going to look to try and go somewhere though, so I'm going to put my ward down here and blow Vi's chicken buff, but with Talon coming up, I'm not going to try and contest that. I was just really trying to piss her off. Oh, she almost didn't get it. She almost didn't get it. Cheeky. It's all good. So Vi was there to cockblock me, so I couldn't go top lane for the Heimer. That's fine, because like I said, I don't really think this guy wants to do too much against the Heimerdinger. He doesn't need me to do too much. As long as he doesn't just get bullied and die, then he should be fine. And honestly, against Heimer, you don't really get bullied too hard. He is quite down on CS, but he's Tarm. He's a tank. He doesn't need to be destroying the lane. It's probably going to be all good. I'm going to show my face bot lane now though, because this is a lane that does still lack their summoners. So it is a good target for me to go for. Zilean almost dying here. Getting caught by the bubble. Deciding to go for the Nami because she's probably the easier kill. And I did play that quite poorly again. Now this is my first game in 3 or 4 days, so forgive me for my poor execution there. We get a kill, so it's okay. You don't really want to read into things too much, but at the same time you should always be analysing the potential ways you could have done things better. What I could have done there was I should have flashed the bubble. Would have been the best thing for me to do. I don't know whether this guy's got his ult, so I'm not going to challenge him. If he does have his ult, he can probably kill me, especially if he's got ignite, which he most likely does have. So not going to try and challenge that. That would be very risky. So instead we're just going to soak up the mid lane and get the free CS. Crap. And my red buff is up in 20 seconds. And Nivea's here as well. So I don't need to stay mid anymore. And I should go back and buy because I do have a lot of gold. But having said that, I'm at an awkward amount of gold. I can get the Brutalizer, or I can get close to the Brutalizer. But instead, I'm just going to go for the 2 long swords and a pair of booties. And just keep rolling with it. This Ranger Trailblazer on Kha'Zix is really what you should be going. You can go Silker's Blade on him, but I just feel like if you don't go Rangers, then you really do struggle clearing at times, specifically with your regen. So yeah, I always go for the Rangers Trailblazer. Stalker's Blade, good choice in theory, but as it turns out, sometimes you can struggle a little bit with that. But yes, after that, Warrior is the obvious choice on him. You don't really need to go anything else. Devourer you shouldn't do because you don't have any auto attack synergy. And Mages, I don't even know. Just go Warrior Enchant. You can skip it. If you're going to do anything, you can skip the Warrior Enchant. But I wouldn't really recommend that either. Anyway, we're level 6 now. This is our first big power spike on Kha'Zix, because now you've got your first evolution. Your evolution's enhancing your already existing abilities. Evolving your Q first gives you a huge amount of isolated damage, which is really, really good in 1v1 situations, and gank burst damage, and it improves your clearing as well. However, you can evolve your E first if you want to do that. I don't really like doing that personally, so I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. I just like getting improved like direct power by evolving your Q. But you can evolve your E and just have better range in your jumps and have the resets. Personally, I don't like to do that, but if you don't evolve your E at level 6, then you definitely need to get it by level 11. You always need to have your wings evolved by at least level 11. So Vi's heading down to the bot side there. Got to be careful with that. But while she's heading down there, it gives me a good opportunity to actually head up. Well, it would give me an opportunity to head up into her jungle. However, having said that, why am I triggering my... Where was I spotted there? I think I was spotted here. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, there it is. It's warded here. So Talon knows I'm here. So I do need to be a bit cautious here. I don't know where he is, but he is aware. So I'm going to employ the talents of my mid laner to help me. I'm going to drag this blue buff into the bush so that he can't see it. The ward was here, after all, not in the bush itself, so they wouldn't see it in the bush. And I'm just going to head off and go to this bottom side and try to alleviate some pressure that's happening on the bot side of my team here. I could try and go for this Vi. Slightly risky, only from the sense that Talon can collapse onto me, which will hurt. But outside of that, should be fine. I'm not going to chase that because I absolutely can't, because I don't have my flash or my gap closer. Vi was in the river. Ouch, she actually hit me. God damn. I didn't think she would flash Q me, which is actually a pretty bad assumption. But she still hit me in my stealth, which was unfortunate. That was quite unfortunate. Oh well, it's all good. We pushed out too far, really. We were putting a bit too much pressure on that guy. We should have backed off immediately, considering we knew Vi was there. It was a bit of a dumb play. But it's all good. We'll go back, we'll buy some consumables. We haven't really done too much this game as far as pressure goes, but look at the kills. It's 3 kills to 1. That was our team's first death. There really hasn't been a lot going on. Talon did go all in on Anivia and failed, and so he died. But apart from that, there really hasn't been a lot going. So it's been one of those games, and if you're in a situation like I'm in now, where oops, that wasn't a great rake there, Talon. If you're in my position where you haven't been able to do too much, that sucks a little bit. But at least if you're farming and you're remaining relevant like that, then that's everything could be a lot worse. It really could be. Wow, really? Talon complaining about a broken champion? Nivea? Is this Bizarro world? Alright, let's get rid of this ward. There we go. Now we'll go for warding that. I don't know whether I can actually fight this guy. I probably can't, considering our bot lane isn't here. In a straight up 1v1, I most likely could kill that Vi. The only... if she has... okay, she doesn't have Skirmisher's Saber. If she had Skirmisher's Saber, she probably would be able to take me to town, honestly. There is also, of course, the downside to the fact that Kha'Zix doesn't actually have an ultimate, unlike Vi, who does have an ulti in her Assault and Battery, whatever it's called, where she just chunks you down. But at rank 1, it's not really a big deal. I do have my improved isolation on my Q, so I can use that. But really, something I've got to be a little bit afraid of. Oh, this is warded. Flashing behind. Jinx, don't hit me. I've got the Zillion ult, so honestly I should be fine anyway, but I'm just going to walk away here. I'm going to walk all the way away because I'm pretty low, and if Vi just ults me, I'm screwed. So unfortunately this was warded here, so I wasn't able to do anything there, but we're alive, which is the important thing. If we were dead, that would be a bad thing, and we're not dead, so it's all good. Let's go for Mo boots and a pink ward. Pink wards are pretty good, just to allow you to maintain a bit more pressure. What the hell was that? I think it meant to hit Heimer. Pressure on the map. Allow you to deny some vision from the enemies, and in addition to that, the Talon as well. If we ever want to go for him, quite easy. If we just put down a pink ward, he can't get away from us with his stealth. Alright, let's put a... we're all around. I'm pretty sure I can just get this ward. There we go. Alright, let's get the red buff. Just take away these minis first. There we go. I suppose Range Trailblaze also helps you with that. Getting rid of the minis so you can isolate your victims. This bush is pink tier, which means I know there is no vision here whatsoever, which means it's a pretty good area for me to go and take down a gank path. I'm going to wait for the enemy team to push in a little bit closer. It looks like they will be doing that anyway. Hello, Shad. Once they do, I can walk around and try something. I'm spending a lot of time here though, which isn't good, so I'm just going to go and kill these golems away. The enemy team does look a little bit afraid, which is quite smart. If you are this enemy team right now and you don't have vision this side, then you do need to be careful. But of course, as soon as I walk away, everyone starts fighting, which is... can't say I'm surprised at that. This one minion is cock blocking me so hard here. It's really annoying, but... I can't really chase this. If I jump in on the Talon there, he just ults me and I die. So I'm going to wait for the enemy team to get in. Not enemy team, sorry, ally team. Stand still, because standing still is the best way to block the Caitlyn ult. I still have Zillion ult on me, so I'm not afraid. But okay, apparently Zillion ult actually just disappeared, so I almost died. I was a little bit too confident, but whatever, it's all good. We baited Vi in. We survive. Completely calculated. All good. So this stage of the game, you've got to decide what you're going to buy next. as your second item, or really your, I guess you can start building towards your core item. For me, this game is going to be a Ravenous Hydra. Ravenous Hydra for a jungle Kha'Zix specifically, or any early Kha'Zix, or any Kha'Zix really, that's not English either. Any Kha'Zix really is really good. The Tiamat allows you to clear very, very efficiently. You can heal out the jungle, and it's all sorted. Old Kha'Zix didn't have any issues with sustain in the jungle, because he used to max his W, and he used to use Spirit of the Old Lizard, which gave him a lot of regen. But now you don't have that, so you do have to rely a little bit on the Ranger's Trailblazer. I was trying to get the mini Sentinel here. Can I just kill that? There you go. And you do have to rely a little bit on the Trailblazer. But you still do struggle a little bit with sustain if you're in the jungle. So depending on how much you're going to be clearing the jungle will depend on how much you need this sustain. But the Ranger's Trailblazer sorts you out all perfectly. So Vi doesn't look like she has her red buff yet. Could still be up. It's not up. Right, I'm just going to clear it off the minimap by spotting it. There we go. It'll disappear. I want to wait for Talon to appear before I show here, because if Talon finds me, I don't have my flash, so he'll just kill me. But it looks like he's mid, so I'll just kill these chickens here. Benefit of me killing the chickens right here is that I will have the chicken smite bonus, which is the best smite bonus in the game. Will allow me to see whether or not I get spotted by a ward. But this is probably a good time for me to show my face top lane a little bit. It doesn't seem to have a big turret network down, so it might be a good time for us to go in and get him. There we go. I'm going to go in here. I'm spotted by a ward, but that's okay. As long as this turret doesn't focus me, I'll be fine. Okay, it's going for me, so I'm going to walk away. But we're all good. I'm a little bit confused as the execution of that gank, just from the perspective that he knows I'm here as well, because he's got it warded. From the perspective that I think it would have been a better idea to consume the turret. I wasn't aware. I'm not sure if Tom can do that or not, whether he can eat the big turret. If he can eat the turrets, then that would have been a better use, that fight. But whatever, it's all good. We both survive, so that's fine. This is why you don't really gank Heimerdinger though, unless you can just burst him down immediately. But as soon as he gets his Zonyas, that becomes very hard to do. And obviously pre-Zonyas, I am ganking for a Tahm Kench who doesn't really have the damage, and if I don't get him isolated, then I don't have the damage either, and when he puts turrets down, it's hard to isolate him, so yeah. Bit hard to gank a Heimerdinger. He just, I'm not in the fountain, that's awkward. Bit hard to gank the Heimerdinger, but it works out, that's fine. He's dead, we can move on. Give this Tahm Kench a bit of a breather. Honestly, I don't care if Tom's behind in CS, and he really isn't even that far behind, so that's fine. Even if he's like 30 CS down at this point, it's really not a big deal in my opinion, because I think that if a Tahm Kench, who's all he's got to do is be tanky and to fill out that role to be useful, he doesn't really have to do much. And Heimerdinger is such a good laner that you almost expect it from him, right? You expect him to make those plays, to do those things. I don't know where this ward is, it's probably up here. There it is. Keeping my eye on my allies here, seeing if they need my help. It doesn't look like they do. They don't need me to siege that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this mid lane in and create some pressure here as well. Maybe we'll get this mid tower too. Yes, we probably will. It's very low on health. Keep my eye on the bot lane as well, just to see if my allies need my help. Let's go in here. Let's get this tower. There we go. So I could have grouped with my team there, but because they didn't look like they needed my help, I'm like, yeah, alright, let's get something else on the map as well, rather than putting all our eggs into one basket, which is unnecessary. Instead, we'll get the mid tower, which arguably is a more important objective anyway than that that bot tower there, so that's fine. Now, something we do have to be afraid of right here is oh, is it going to get him? Jinx Ult? Oh, the Jinx Ult hit them. What I was going to say was we have to be careful of the dragon, but whenever I'm recalled, I was also going to say after that, even if they do go for it, probably not much we can do. So that is something we could have done. We could have gone for the mid tower, or we could have gone and tried to secure the dragon. Kha'Zix is actually really good at doing drag because it's isolated, so he can do that. Is he DC'd? No. However, he isn't great. Does this guy have his ult up? Hello? Can I press C? Yes, I can. There we go. I was pressing F for some reason, like I wanted to smite him, and it's like I don't need to smite him. I'm trying to use my trinket and I have to look at what my key binding was. It's always on C, it's never on F. F is always my smite key. I don't know why I thought my trinket was on F, but that's kind of painful. Almost was painful at least. It ended up being fine, but yeah, it's kind of dumb. But he's dead. That's another reason why I bought the sweeper. So you can see Talon in his ulti. It becomes very, very easy to kill if you can see him in his stealth. Any kind of stealth champion really revolves around that stealth to be useful, and if you can cut out the stealth, you really minimize their usefulness or their power. Specifically, the reason for that is because all of these stealth people tend to be very squishy, and they revolve around buying time with their stealth for them to get their cooldowns back up, or for them to dip in and out of the fight. Like with me, for example, I just use my stealth when I want to buy some time, or when I don't want to get focused and I want to, you know, reshuffle around. Talon, the same thing, really. He pops his ult and then he repositions, or all that kind of crap. So sweepers are really good. Vayne as well. She's buys time in between her auto attacks with her stealth tumble. Is Anivia dead? No, that's the Zillion ult. Okay, good. No, I'm not gonna get it. God damn, that sucks. Do I go for her? I probably should have gone for her. I'm not sure who else is over the wall, so I was a little bit scared of jumping over for that Caitlyn, but I probably should have done, honestly. There is still a ward there, so I guess I should have stomped that. Now, is there anything we're going to be able to do here? Heimerdinger, he's got one tower down. I think we can do this. Gonna kill the tower while he's in Zhonya's. Finish that off. I'm popping my ult just because that's really what I do when I'm playing this guy. I could flash jump here, but I would probably get turned around and die. If Talon was completely isolated there, I would absolutely flash ult that, but he's not isolated, so I'm not going to do that. Vi's here. Down with my smite up. Oh, good still. Is she going to follow the jump? Wimp. No, she's a wimp. This red may be up. It's not up. Vi is actually not here. I don't know where she is. She's not in the mid lane. Oh, she's behind us. Okay, this means she may come this way. No, where is she? She could be around here still. All right, she's there. I'll go here instead. Now it is safe for me to jump on Vi in that situation. Usually you want to save your gap closer until they've used their gap closer, but Vi's gap closer is so unreliable that it's easy if you just jump on her, because the only way she can run away from you is if you're not actually already on her, because you'll just block her gap closer, you'll block her Q, so it's not really a big issue. So yeah, it's safe to jump on a Vi, even if she could potentially walk away from you. Whereas if I was against someone who had a more reliable gap closer, like Lee Sin, I would probably walk up to Lee Sin and to see how close I could get to him before having to use my E, so that I could then save my jump, my leap, for when he jumped away from me. So I finished my Ravenous Hydra now, so I should have pretty much endless sustain, which is good. And of course a lot of damage, and of course on top of that it also helps set up my isolations, which are very, very important. I'm going for the Last Whisper next, which is always a great item to go for these heavy physical damage champions. It really sets up the burst. If you are someone who wants to be able to take down people, then you really do need to look to go for that Last Whisper. You can go for Black Cleaver as well. I will be 100% honest and say I'm not sure what the interaction with Black Cleaver and Last Whisper is. Like, I know how it works, but I don't know how it works, like, from a spreadsheet point of view, like as far as effective DPS goes, whether it's a waste to have them both because they're both percentage based armor shreds. Or Last Whisper isn't technically a shred, but yes, they both reduce armor by a percentage. So yeah, it's kind of difficult to know whether it's worth getting both or not. But just as far as the stats go on Kha'Zix, honestly, Black Cleaver is really good. So you could skip Last Whisper and go Black Cleaver. The application of the cleaver stacks is a little bit hard for Kha'Zix until you evolve your W. But apart from that, you should really be fine to go that item. Last Whisper though is still good for burst. So I'm looking at my team. They've got like 4 people top lane. So I was confident to make a move here, but I just stepped on a cookie spook, so I can't do that. Oh, there is a ward here, so I'll take this away. I may regret using my W there. Whenever you're in a situation like this where you're playing up close into the enemy jungle, you do need to be a bit careful of using your cooldowns to do stuff. Like if you're gonna fight, like to rush, like to steal something, like I stole the blue buff here. If I'm gonna do that, then I should be careful of using my abilities that have high cooldowns, just in case I need them later. I'm gonna try top lane here though. I think I'm gonna give this a cheeky push, and then go top. Talon looks like he wants to flank. I don't have my trinket up, so I can't burst him. Is that actually on me? Fuck, that's on me. I should have had my trinket. I didn't want to go in without my trinket. I'm an idiot. I thought I could use my stealth fast enough to not get targeted by upcoming bursts, but yeah, I'm an idiot. Alright, let's see how this fight goes. So Zillion is zoned out by himself. He used his ult on Anivia as well. The Anivia ult, not Anivia ult, nice, good stun. Zillion ult was a bit wasted because Tom ate him as well, but it's all good. So far that's a 1v1 if you ignore my suicide up here, because I didn't have my trinket up. Overconfident. Got my last whisper now though. And we're all good. Let's go out and we can... oh, dragon's up now as well though. Now this is... they're probably going to get this. We're really not in a position to secure this, to really contest this at all. It's tough actually, because the enemy team has done really well securing these dragons, but they're not winning the game. They've got like 4 kills, so it's impressive honestly. So that's good by them though. It's good by them to get the dragons. I mean, it is the 3rd dragon. It's not really like it's one of the game-changing dragons right now. That would come later on. 4th and 5th are usually, well, 5th specifically. So right now we're okay giving up dragons. I'm okay giving it up just because I feel like later on we'll be fine taking it back, if that makes sense. But I really should try and make some more plays here, whether I'm catching people or whether I'm setting up for like a Baron or something. Either way, stuff I should be doing right now. And not dying to Kha'Zix, to Talon as Kha'Zix. So I'm going to group up a little bit here. Kha'Zix's weakness is in the grouping up stage. He's not really very good in grouped up fights unless someone else can go in first. We do have a Tarm to go in first, which is nice, so I don't really have to do everything myself in the team fight. I'm going to smite that wolf there. Smiting wolf is really important in the enemy jungle. Giving you this vision here is always quite useful, honestly. Hello, pathing. Is he going for me? That was kind of awkward when you like click inside a wall and it takes you like tries to path you a really weird way. We can kill Caitlyn. She is actually pretty strong, but we can go for her. However, I'm also looking at the minimap, seeing the position of our allies. The question isn't whether or not we can kill her. The question is whether we can kill her before she runs to the safety of our friends, or the friends arrive to save her. So we're not going to risk that one. I would like to have a ward here. Me pushing out this far and split pushing like this is slightly risky, just when you don't have really great vision like I don't. But I don't necessarily need the vision right there, because I can tell where the enemy players are based off of where obviously they are on the minimap, even if they're not on my ward. Pretty easy mop up there. This is what Kha'Zix is good at, finding isolated targets and taking them out. Jump in at the last second. I know it looks like, well, I didn't actually get the kill, but I know it looks in theory like I would have stolen that kill, but that's what Kha'Zix does. He secures the kills and he jumps in and out and he's all good. I'm going to recall here now though, because I'm on really low health, although I guess I could sustain, like, we'll see how much sustain I have from the jungle here. Just by using my smite, not using my abilities, because I want to save, I want to get the life steal. Using my smite, my abilities, I'm like, what was that, like 700 health back or something? That's not bad. Get this down as well. I could make I could sneak into the bot bushes here and hope that Heimer pushes up to kill him. But honestly, I think he would kill me, so that's probably not going to be a good idea there. Next item though, what we go for, honestly, Randuin's would be a decent choice versus the Talon. I might do that versus Caitlyn as well. I am a little bit conservative when it comes to buying defensive items on assassins. I don't like doing it, but I think this game it might be a good way to help my team who's actually doing really well by themselves. I'm not like carrying this game. I'm not getting carried, but I'm not really doing. Yeah, I'm not putting them on my back, so it's not like I need to make all the plays. So I can just facilitate my team, and a good way to do that is just to be tanky, so you're useful in the plays that they want to make. So if they want to go and do stuff, then I can, you know, help them. Maybe tanking some towers, maybe not dying instantly in team fights would help as well. Again, I can probably kill this Vi 1v1 right now, definitely, in fact. But I'm just not going to risk jumping on her, because Kha'Zix is a very all-in champion. If you jump in on someone, then you're really dedicating for the kill. You can't do anything until you've got the reset or your jump comes off cooldown, which really, let's be honest, your jump never just comes off cooldown. You just have to get the reset by killing someone or getting an assist. So, if you're going in, you better be bloody sure you're going in. What we're going to do here, though, is pressure this mid lane. What this allows us to do... Holy shit, that damage. What this allows us to do is to distract the enemy team, really. It allows us to force them to come and defend us. Defend against us, I should say. Oh my god, I bunny hopped like a mofo. That was really dumb. Not the best click of my life. I completely whiffed that. I'm not sure what that was about, but whatever, it happened. Get him, Jing. Oh, this Caitlyn came on the outplay of the century. Never mind. So we got Nami and we got Vi to come mid lane there when my team was pushing top lane. This is really how you influence team fights, or just plays in general when you're playing these assassin champions, is you don't really go for the plays. You don't bother to group up as much. You really just put pressure on other places of the map, which then forces the enemy team to come to you, and instead of it being a 5v5, it then becomes like a 4v4. So yeah. Right, so our last evolution is really preference. Both evolving E and ulti is honestly kind of bad. I think if you're going for a Black Cleaver build, then evolving your W second is... evolving your W last, sorry, is better. But if you're not going for your Black Cleaver, then I think having the extra charge on your ulti is quite useful. I don't know whether I'll be going Black Cleaver this game, but I probably will be. It's a really good item on Kha'Zix, so I may as well just go for my evolved W. But again, like I say, it's all preference whether you go ulti or W. No! No! Oh man, we almost had that play. Alright. We were so close to having that play. I mean, we got the kill, so that's something, but we were so close to just making it sexy. I don't know whether random is the choice to go for, whether it's Dead Man's Plate, you know. Dead Man's Plate could be better. I think it gives you more stats. It does give you more stats. Well, it doesn't give you as much armor. Do we need the crit defense? I guess against Caitlyn. Is Talon going to crit us? He hasn't even got his Yumus yet. I'm going to go for... Let's go for the Dead Man's Plate. You know, let's YOLO the Dead Man's Plate. And then go for the Black Cleaver. So let me explain what happened in that fight. And how that was so almost a good play. But sadly not quite. So what happened there was... Yeah, we got the dragon. Talon came in for me. He got the jump on me first and foremost, which was kind of bad, but it was alright. Because what we did was we used our sweeper so we could tell where he was in stealth. And then we could avoid the return damage on his ultimate spikes. So we did that, which was good. And then we fought him and we did all that lovely business, but he survived on really low health. No, the kooky spook, save me. Oh wow, it's actually saved me. Nice. So yeah, he survived really low, so then we had to use our jump to finish him off, and then we got the reset, so we tried to jump away, but sadly, Vi had us locked down with her ultimate. Vi is really good in an assassin meta. She works really well both with and against assassins, so that's why she's always good in solo queue, because you tend to see a lot of assassin champions, just because of the playstyle of assassins really does suit the aggressive nature of solo queue and the dumb nature of solo queue, I guess you could say. So Vi is just, you know, she's good against assassins because she sticks her ult on them and there's nothing you can do to get away from her. She's also pretty good at 1v1ing people, so yeah, she's pretty decent versus assassins. And on top of that, she's good at with assassins, because if she just ults someone, then that someone is a sitting duck for the enemy assassins. For the allied assassins, sorry. Just to pick them off. So yeah, good with and against. So we're gonna go for the tower here, just because why not? Pretty much the play to make here. Don't need to, like I say, we're not really grouping up just because we like to apply pressure by being on other places of the map. Gonna kill these cheeky minions. Ow. Tower's still attacking us because it doesn't like us. It's specious with a bug. I don't like that. Get the top tower here. I will look mid and see if my team needs help to take the inhibitor. Probably not though. I am not going to dedicate hard here on the top though, because Vile, like I say, very, very good for locking down assassins, and I am one of those targets she'll want to go for. So what I do instead, oh nice, he can eat the turrets. I wonder if he can eat the evolved turret. I really want to know that. Oh, I can smite the turrets, which is good. I'm going to pop my ult here so Talon can't jump on me and silence me. That was a good... Just going to jump away again. Not going to dedicate too hard to that. That could be a Baron play actually. Have to be careful. Alright, so it's warded around here somewhere. If I keep walking away, I should probably be okay here, honestly. I reckon they're going to chase me. I would be very surprised if they didn't, but... Talon's coming in as well. We've got a nice pink ward here, so I can turn if I need to. I really want to... I'm going to try this play here. And now I'm out of here. Peace. Peace. I'm out. So close this Talon every time. I have to use my jump. I have to use my jump every time. But yeah, we get him. Get the Black Cleaver, which is honestly our health is really high right now. We've got just over 3k health. Our armor is okay against the Caitlyn and the Talon. A lot of damage. CDR is awesome. 20% CDR on Black Cleaver. That's really good. We can apply a lot of Cleaver stacks with our W if we're smart. 10% from the Ranger's Trailblazer. Usually a build like this. If you go Ranger's Trailblazer and Black Cleaver, that's CDR cap on Kha'Zix just for free. Now I don't have the build here to do that. My runes and masteries don't give me CDR from both. I think I've got... I don't even know what I've... I don't know which one doesn't have the CDR, but... You know, if you go to some CDR blues and some CDR masteries, you will be capped here, which is pretty sexy. Let's go push out top lane. My last item will probably be a Mertreads. I do not want to get caught in like a Caitlyn trap or something and then just die. So Baron should be our next play, really. We can just take this for free, honestly. So we'll push out the lanes to get them rolling. I probably could have pushed this wave out here as well, but while the enemy team is crying amongst themselves, we'll just kill away this Baron, which we probably could have done a little while ago because Jinx is pretty fed. So Jinx and any carry with good single target damage can take away objectives like Dragon and Baron very easily, and of course Kha'Zix can do the same. So we get the Baron, which will facilitate our last pushes. We should probably group a little bit here, but it's alright to split the focus, I think, in these lanes, because I don't think they'll be able to really capitalize on us splitting. I don't think they really have the hard engage to do so. Maybe they've got like a Nami ult, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to get caught out by a Nami ult. What is that? I'm going to smite down the cannon minion, because why not? Now I'm just going to stand back and fire at my W as poke. Oh my goodness. Here comes Talon. Probably should have ulted the Jinx there. No! No! The Zillion ult just expired. No. No! Zillion ult. No. You failed me. I should have gone balls deep first though, honestly. I should have just gone well deep there. That was a good initiation from Talon. Alright. So we got the tower at least. Got tower. But no, Zillion didn't get the ulti there, which is a shame. But honestly, focusing down the Caitlyn, not the Caitlyn, the Jinx with the Zillion ult would be probably a better choice. I'm pretty strong, but yeah. Alright, here we go. So this game is far from lost though, of course. Like, did one dumb play. We went... Did we kill anyone? I don't think we did. So we got Heimerdinger in that first fight, and then they just destroyed us, which was pretty cool. Jinx dies really far. This is also, as well, guys, just looking at it from their perspective, this is a good way to try and come back into the game, or to win fights when the enemy team have fed squishies. If you're playing an assassin, you can get in on those squishies, just delete them. Like, assassins in the meta like this, it's hard for them to not be at least relevant, because even if you're not doing that well, you can still burst people down really easily, like this Talon is doing. This Talon just ran at Jinx and just like pretty much one comboed her. You can argue like, holy crap, how can an assassin do that? He's not even strong. Well, he's kind of strong. He's got good CS, and more importantly, that's just the rock paper scissors element of carries and assassins in League of Legends. But I'm going to group up now though, because the enemy team can do stuff if they really want to. So I'm just going to sit around and I'm going to try and protect my Jinx a little bit. This would be an argument for me going for Randuin's so that I can help heal a little bit better. But I think it's all good. We'll go for the top lane inhibitor here. They really can't do anything to us unless we let them. So we're just going to group up. Not do anything dumb. Stick with the teammates that might need my help. Holy shit, am I lagging? What was that? My W is pretty good against for disengaging. If the enemy team wants to go for us and I just pop down my W, they really can't do so. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. Alright, let's see who Vigo. Oh, Jinx needs to be quite careful. She's a bit too far forward there. Pop out my Void Spikes. There's a pink ward down already. Now that's for me. That's a smart pink ward. Now this was a waste of my sweeper. I should have saved my sweeper for Talon. We're all so low. We're getting poked down so hard. Should be careful. Oh, there's another pink ward there though. Alright, let's go for the red buff here. Jinx can get this. Does she want this? Nope, she doesn't. I'll take it. I could just try and jump in on someone on the back line here and just see if I can... Like, if I jump on Talon, I probably won't kill him, but I'll at least be able to take him out the fight. Okay, it turns out I can't jump inside the tower, but that's good. That's chunked down half his health. I tried to jump inside this, and yeah, that probably doesn't work considering I'm not allowed to stand in there. I think even if I jump on someone and I don't kill them, my team is strong enough that it's probably still going to lead to me being useful. That seemed a bit unnecessary, but thank you for the dedication, Tom. Let's disengage with the Void Spikes. We got the inhibitor. At the end of the day, that's really all we needed. There's not really an objective for us to go for, but at the end of the day, every inhibitor down is more pressure for us. And if we can just stand off like we did that time, it's pretty easy for us to just go for like another tower, like the bot tower here. This is a bit tricky as well when you're pushing as Kha'Zix, because you can't really dive. It's a bit hard for Kha'Zix to dive, because if you're diving, especially like in this stage of the game, then everyone's grouped up, so it's really hard to burst someone down with your isolation, because you can't get isolated. And on top of that, towers actually count as isolation, or anti-isolation, I guess. So if someone's standing on the tower, they're not isolated. Do want to sweep this area, so I'm just gonna see if there's anything to do here. Any wards? Baron is up in 1 minute, so I'm gonna alert my team to that, because that should really be the next objective we go for. We are kind of struggling to really force down these towers. Honestly, that's a little bit surprising, because Anivia can zone really well. She can wave clear the incoming minion wave, and Jinx has got really huge range to just destroy towers. So we should be able to do a bit better. We also have a tank in Tahm Kench to just stand at the front and stop Jinx from getting harassed. But we're not executing it too well, and honestly, me as a champion, as Kha'Zix, I'm not very good at doing anything in these sieges. I'm not really a good siege champion unless we fight and I need to jump in and fight alongside my team, but anyone can do that. I mean, this tower is getting low though, so we just need to wait. I mean, we've got 2 waves of inhibitors, super minions coming in from the downed inhibitors, so there's no pressure really. That is not a good. That is good though. My sweeper is still down, so I can't sweep that. Good eats by Tom Kench. There is really no way we can screw this up, honestly, considering Tom Kench can just, holy crap, can just save everyone. I did not expect that damage from Anivia. Alright, awesome. He's dead. Let's just put pressure on them. We can do Baron here. We could also just get the inhibitor or end the game. Are we serious? It's 5v3 and we're going... Okay, we're going Dragon. Alright, well, I guess we're kind of low, so we don't... Oh, it's not even... There's not even 5 of us. There's only 4 of us. Jinx is on 0 health. I don't know. We could probably still do something. Jinx does have life still, right? Yeah. We could probably still do something, but it's all good. We'll just take away the Dragon. We could still do Baron as well, because I mean I can tank it. We have enough damage to take it very fast, so we may as well pick up the Baron here too. We'll go ahead and do that. Excuse me, my voice is getting a bit hoarse. There we go. Scuttle Crab dead. No real reason for that, but whatever. It's always good, a good etiquette in general when you're going for these objectives. Dragon or Baron. If you get this Scuttle Crab, then it makes fighting a bit easier, so you may as well just do that. I don't really have any items to buy here. I guess I could replace my Warrior Enchant, but I don't really know what I would replace it with. None of these items are really that special in Kha'Zix. Titanic Hydra obviously is not important because I've already got Ravenous Hydra, so I may as well just go for like upgrade my consumable. I mean, Ranged Trailblazer isn't a great late game item. It's really good early game, but it's not great late game, especially if you're not going to be farming the jungle that much. So it doesn't, you know, all these jungle benefits don't really do anything. But the items you usually would replace it with would be something like a Black Cleaver. But I've already got Black Cleaver, or you know, like a Last Whisper. But I've already got a Last Whisper. Just big damage items, which I've already got. So I guess maybe Bloodthirster would be a good last choice. I kind of just want to get a GA, honestly. Just a defensive choice. Oh. Gonna put my... Oh, wow, that was good. I don't know what that was, but that was good. Oh, I missed him. I missed him. Ah! That's alright. It's a distraction. Just a distraction. Our team should be able to get in this here. Take him out, team. You can do it. Nice. Oh, there's my reset. Shame I'm dead. Last two. Go on, Jinx. Hit the... Ooh, okay. Just hit the inhib. Love, hit the inhib. Jinx, hit the inhib. Jinx, the inhib. Jinx. Okay, never mind. We don't need the inhib. We got it. The support Zillion did it. It's fine. Finish him off. Finish him off. Get out your minigun, Jinx. Nope. Alright. At this range, using rockets is really good in team fights, but once you're really up close in the nitty gritty, switching to your minigun gives you more DPS, but she was probably like scared or something. It's fine. It works. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this gameplay, guys. I was a bit rusty, so I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did like it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more educational content. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, catch me streaming on Twitch as well. All of those links in the description, guys. But most importantly, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.